Hello everyone, and welcome to The Parted Veil. I'm Ryan Lang, also known as the Mind Player, and I'm joined by my good friends.
Hi, I am Cassie Lang. I'll be playing Penelope Waters, the human Iquium architect.
And I'm Tim. I play Draven Shadow Delve,
Yes.
our dwarf rogue.
It's a new name drop.
New
there.
development.
Yes.
Check out last week's if you didn't see it.
And I am Cameron, and I play Amaro Van Manura.
Yes?
Oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to accept the name.
No,
So-
I think she likes Glendale still.
Okay.
But yes, she is a half-elf bard.
And before we get rolling, we have a few announcements we would like to state.
Yep. Our character minis were printed using Banana for Scale 3D printing services, and you can use our code MINDPLAY20 for 20% off your first order until the end of 2025.
Yeah, and if you guys are enjoying what you see on here and would like to give us a little extra boost of support, we do have a Patreon available. Details are in the description, so head on there and take a look at the tiers that we have. Basically, if you join us there, you'll get access to Discord and can chat with all of us one-on-one. So we'd love to see you there. If you're interested, check it out.
And also subscribe.
Yeah, do that too.
That too.
Please. Comment, like, all the
Share.
stuff. Yeah.
And the music that you're hearing, as always, is by the wonderful Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, who does great work. We love him. You can find it on Bandcamp and YouTube.
I'm particularly enjoying his song Fantasy from White Bat number 6. Yes. Okay. Good. Shall we begin? We ended last week with you all having started to climb Mount Aphactus, and you ended up about halfway up the mountain. There was, excuse me, man, I get burps at the weirdest times. You ended up halfway up the mountain, and there was at a 45-degree angle a large ring of ice jutting out. I would say much shaped like these, but continuous in a ring around the entire mountain, and bigger than that.
How wide? Like beyond a ledge, or could we go and?
Yeah, so it's like if this is the mountain, it's sticking out like this, and you guys are standing, but it's a large amount of feet. There's no getting over it.
So, as per me learning how to use my nature check, is the ice natural?
Give me a nature check.
Way to use that nature skill. Yeah.
You told me.
Yep.
Well, it's not a great roll, but +8, so 13.
13. You would very easily recognize that the ice should not grow out at such an angle to such a degree, nor such a size.
But is it real ice?
Yes.
Oh.
But not naturally formed.
Well, if it is, you have no idea how that happened.
Well, yeah, it's not it doesn't look like a natural formation,
No.
a perfect ring around the mountain. You know?
I just wanted an excuse to
But,
use that.
yeah,
'Cause when
fair
do I
enough.
ever get
Started
to
off
use
strong.
my nature?
We did take a long rest, right?
Yes,
you used
in
your fancy
in
hut.
Layman's tiny hut.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Okay, cool.
did.
Yes, sirree.
What happens if I stab this ice?
Stab it?
Yeah.
It probably goes tink.
Okay.
Like, have you ever tried stabbing ice before? That's a weird question.
You ever tried it?
I think I have with a fork at some point.
Hey, kids.
Hey kids, want to stab some ice?
Or with a shovel, when you're trying to chip away ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's quite durable.
Am I able to chip a chunk off? Chip a chunk.
I think everyone's a little hyper. Can you chip a chunk off this ice? Yes, I said it again. I mean, yes.
I would like to
a
do that.
small bit.
Can we
Okay.
just keep chipping chunks?
Okay.
Oh, like to break through?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
chip a hole up.
You can tell that it's very thick. It would take a long time to do such an effort.
Fire magic?
Well, it doesn't produce heat unless I cast it. But can I guess I could just keep casting
Yeah, it's a
fireballs at
cantrip.
it. It's a cantrip.
It is a cantrip.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay. All right. So what happens is you produce flame, right? That's the cantrip you're using. It hits the ice, and you begin to do this repeatedly. And bits of the ice begin to melt to a degree. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, finish your thought.
But as you watch, it begins to like freeze and form up almost as quick as you melt it.
Rude.
Ooh.
Yes.
Have we walked all the way?
Around the mountain?
We have not.
Yeah, that's
But we...
That'd be a long trek.
Would it be longer than as far up as we've come?
Not necessarily.
Because I feel like as we're
if
trying
you've
to figure
ever
this out,
looked
we
at a
might as well
mountain,
find
going
if
this
there
way
is
around a mountain is not always a very viable option.
I think it's worth a shot.
Just to see if there's a
Georgie.
passage.
You must
Oh
be-
yeah, Georgie could fly around.
Georgie.
No, Georgie was
Georgie's
taken
broken.
from me.
Yes,
Georgie was
It's
stolen.
gone.
Right, that's right.
So I do not
That's
have
stolen.
Georgie,
correct.
nor
Georgie.
any of Georgie's parts to be able to reassemble him.
Quick question.
But
Oh,
if I spent some time to disassemble my jump boots, would I be able to make another autonomous beast construct with those parts?
Does that work with your points scaling?
Jump boots and the ABC are the same points.
Then yes.
Okay, I am going to... could I have a tiny hut to work on that while you guys take the walk?
are we still in the tiny hut?
No, it would have dispelled when we
Yeah.
woke
We woke up, 'kay.
Because it only lasts 8 hours. right?
That's
I must
fair.
state, when you reach civilization, you can acquire parts to...
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I figured
Yeah.
as much. But
Go for
at the
it.
moment,
at the moment, yeah.
I'm kind of up on
How
a
many
mountain
times
with
can you
nothing else.
cast Tiny Hut?
Yeah, I haven't just lost those points for
It's a
No.
third level. Oh, only twice.
Twice. Okay, so you could still cast it tonight if we were still here at the end of the day.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Also, quick question: do we want to go up? Like, we don't know what's up there.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
No. Wasn't that the whole reason we climbed this far?
I know, but I'm second guessing.
Okay.
Well, let's take a walk around, see if we can find a hole or gap we can make our way through.
Okay.
If not, we'll
we
have to
wander
turn
while
around.
you hang out in the
Yeah,
hut.
you take the walk, see if you can find anything there. I'm going to work on building something that might be able to fly around.
Cool.
All right,
See for us.
Let's go
let's take a
4
walk.
hours
So
out
you two
and
are
4
walking and
hours
you're sitting
back.
in a
I
hut?
guess.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So yours is rather uneventful.
Yeah.
Think montage of her assembling.
Yeah, I'm not going to build Georgie again. I don't have like the right parts, but I'll get some kind of makeshift little figure with the helicopter so it can still fly, and then I don't know, it'll probably have like lights, like green or red would be its system for saying yes or no.
I like that. That's
Cool.
that's creative.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What's its name?
Hank.
Susie.
I'll give you inspiration for that.
Ooh.
However, you have inspiration.
I have inspiration because
So
I
you
had a
can-
long rest.
You can
I
give it
never
to someone
remember
else.
to use mine.
Ooh, Draven.
Yeah, don't give it to
Okay.
me because I won't use it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, yours is gone.
I keep forgetting. I even leave big notes. This inspiration lasts 2 sessions. You can use it. And I still forgot.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's
One day.
typical.
Yeah, it is typical. I've
Yeah,
done
it's,
that many
it's
times.
very much D&D fashion. I can't
Yeah.
tell you how many times I've given away inspiration that never gets used.
Yeah, that's why, well, with the new edition, they've made a lot more ways to get inspiration, I think, in hopes that it becomes more of like a used thing.
Yeah.
Because people just forget about it, but
Okay, so the two of you
yeah.
begin to traverse the mountain. You head around in a counterclockwise direction at one point, and you find a large cliff and ravine, and you can't continue further, right? And so the mountain goes, and then it falls down, and there's not another part of the mountain till further, but the ring of ice even goes across that. Backtracking, going around the mountain, you can get probably a good 2/3 of the way before you find impassable terrain again.
A different spot of interest.
Okay. So we've seen about 2/3 of the circumference of this
Mhm.
area of the mountain.
Yeah.
And no gaps. I
No
presume.
gaps in the ring.
All right. I can't say I'm surprised, but a little disappointed. I suppose we can't do much else on this mountain.
There's got to be a way to get past this, though.
If we could fly.
Well,
That's not a skill I have, unfortunately.
me neither. Let's go see how Penn's going.
Okay. So you're left out for a moment.
That's okay.
As the two of you
Oh, no.
are traversing the mountain, you hear a shriek carried on the blizzardy breeze. Okay? Now, this is not a shriek of like a ghost or a shriek of someone in fear, but an animalistic yowl.
Like a wolf or a...
Not like a wolf, like a full-on shriek.
Like a yeti.
Precisely.
Okay.
From which direction?
It's coming from down further of the mountain.
Like Penn's direction?
Or like down
No,
slope.
down the slope, and it's
Okay.
coming up towards you.
Oh, great.
If you don't mind grabbing those.
Uh-oh.
So as you
Yeah.
watch this this yeti, which is precisely what it is, begins to climb up the mountain, making a beeline directly for you, fully aware that you're there.
Is there any instances where like certain types of damage do more damage against, you know, like Pokemon?
Yeah, it's rare, but
What
there
is
are.
rare? But
Fire
yes.
damage do more damage against a Yeti?
I doubt it,
I know
but-
it does more damage against a scarecrow.
Yeah,
So that's
Makes
one
sense.
example I'm aware
Hey.
of.
yeah. They call them vulnerabilities.
And
is
there's
that you
also like resistances. Like I'm assuming Ice Knife is not a good idea against.
can- It's hard to say. Some
The
enemies.
only way to really know is to try
Yeah.
and find out.
Some enemies that you
Okay.
think should have a resistance or an immunity or a vulnerability actually don't at all.
Yeah.
So until you've unless you're one of those people that likes to memorize all those things, then it's just learned by.
I can't even
Trial.
remember how to roll a dice. So we're 14 sessions in
Yeah.
or whatever. So
Yeah, you might want to work on that one. So what did everyone get for their initiative?
We didn't
I
roll it
didn't.
yet.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
Oh,
17.
13.
All right. So the initiative is Mara,
Nice.
then Draven, and then the Yeti.
Do you think we can take it, or do we run away?
I cast Dissonant Whispers
Okay.
on
Wisdom
a
save.
second level. Yes.
Okay. Ooh, it only got a 7.
Nice. It's got to be 13, so it loses.
It loses.
On a failed save, it takes 4d6 damage because I cast it at a second level.
Okay. Roll
Can
for
I-
damage.
Can I borrow?
Yes, go for
Thank
it.
you. 15. 16.
16 damage.
Yes.
All right. So
I
it
don't know why +1 was so hard for me to add to 15.
it yelps and whimpers in fear and begins to
Run away.
run down the mountain.
Cool.
And I need one of you to move it the 30 feet?
30,
30
as
feet.
far as it can.
Yep, 30
So
feet.
if that's its max. 30 feet away
Oh
from
no,
me.
40 feet.
And also,
Oh.
and also, while it's running away, just as a fun little bonus, I also a fire.
Oh, produce flame. Okay.
40 feet
Roll
away
to
from
hit.
Mara?
Yep.
I just want to double check that.
It's
I
at
don't
the
remember what
edge
the-
off
It's not quite 40, but
close
that's
enough.
as far as I can
Yeah.
reach.
I can cast it within 60 feet, and I would have done it as it started
Oh,
to
yes.
run away, so that would have hit, right?
Well, no.
Well, no, I rolled a hit, but like he would have been within my range.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll let it
Okay.
slide. Okay. That's when you hear
Oh.
another. Oh, you missed.
Yeah, I got. Wait, is this the +5 to my roll, or is that?
Yep.
So I got an
to
8.
attack. Yeah.
An 8.
Yeah.
That misses.
Yeah, I assumed.
Okay. That's when you hear
It's too far
another
away.
yowl.
Stop it!
And a bigger yeti.
Another Yeti appears. And again, making a beeline directly towards you. Okay? It is now Draven's turn.
I'm just gonna try and see a little bit better here. Okay, that's where Mara is. 5, 10, 15,
What makes something
I'm gonna
humanoid?
stand there, and
Looking like a human.
Yeah, having like
but
arms.
it has a
legs.
tag on its monster thing. So like for example, there's this one rock-like creature that eats gems and stuff called a Zorn. It's a elemental is the tag that it gets. So are they humanoid?
Yeah.
You'll have to find out.
I'm just gonna stand by Mara, and I'm gonna.
They're a monstrosity, is what they're considered.
I'm just gonna prepare my action, so if it runs up to us, I'll attack it.
Okay, so you prepare your action.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Holding your action. All right. So this
Can you
one.
also hold a bonus action too, or does it? you
Just an
kinda
action, I
lose the
believe.
bonus.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait, he's coming back.
Oh
Yeah. Now that
Dissonant whispers.
he's got a buddy.
Because the thing is it scares him for one turn, right?
Yeah, I
Yep.
guess.
And then this one's going to come straight to you, Draven. You make an attack.
Yes, I do.
They have this unnatural blue glow in their eyes and a ferocity as they curl their lips back, and you see these large fangs and their clawed hands reach out for you.
15.
15 hits.
Okay. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. All right. Now, it's the Yeti's turn.
No.
Okay. What it does is it tries to claw you, Draven, that first one,
Yep.
getting a 21 to hit. Yep.
Do it.
So
What the
you
heck?
take 1d4. So you take 10 slashing damage.
What the heck?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
The big
Uh,
boys.
5 cold damage, which is reduced to 2 because you have those boots on.
Okay, so 12 total.
Yes,
Okay. And I would like to use Uncanny Dodge
that's a smart idea.
to have that.
Yep.
Oh, not so.
And then it attacks you again.
Okay.
Getting only an 11, so it misses.
Nice.
All right. However, the one, how far away is that other one from Mara? It is
Like
15, 20 feet?
yeah, 15 feet.
15?
10 probably.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
What it does is it rips off a shard of ice that's growing out of the ground. It's
No.
going to throw it at you.
That's so friggin' rude.
Ice knife.
Can I dodge that? How does that work?
You'd have to
will-
take the dodge action in advance.
Oh.
A 13.
Does.
Oof, yeah.
Yep.
It
Hit.
does.
Your AC is 13, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Is your armor equipped? That
Oh,
feels
did
low.
I re-equip my armor?
I don't know. Go to your inventory and see.
I should have pulled
Yeah,
that
it's
out.
on.
Full damage.
It's
Oof.
on.
Okay.
Gotta get you some better armor
So
at some point.
you
Yeah.
take
Get you some studded leather or something.
Yeah.
Increase.
you take 8 bludgeoning damage as it smacks into you,
That's so friggin' rude.
and 3, which is reduced to 1 cold damage.
So 9
Mm-hmm.
damage. What the heck in the world?
Okay, it is your turn, Mara.
I can't. Okay. I just once again cast Dissonant Whispers on this thing.
The one
We
that's
can't-
close.
I think the one that I've already
Sure.
hit because
Keep him out of our way if he gets,
like-
if he fails again.
well, I've already made some damage on him, so
Yeah.
if I can just remove him from the picture.
Sure.
But do we want Layman's Tiny Hut? We do. I wanted to cast it at a third level.
We should probably hold on to it because this mountain is a dangerous place. But you use what you want to.
All right.
I do it on a second level.
Second level
Okay.
Dissonant Whispers. Okay.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
13.
Ooh, you're lucky that's canted. It would have been an 18 almost. Oh, I rolled
High.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
only
half.
take half.
Half damage. Okay.
I needed that
And
to
it
work.
doesn't get scared either, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't. Wait.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
It
a
has to
failure,
fail.
it does not get scared.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, but half damage.
Oh shoot.
Uh,
Okay.
Not great.
5.
14, so
Oh, I guess that's,
seven.
yeah, that's
7
close
damage.
to-
Okay,
close
that's
to
good.
last time.
And then I turn to the other dude. Well, or do I want to keep going? I go back to this dude, and
Same
I
guy?
still shoot a fire thing at him.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Roll to hit.
I should know by now what that means. 13.
13 hits.
It does!
Nice.
Okay,
Alright.
roll
Yay!
damage. And you're
Uh,
fighting the one you did dissonant whispers on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2d8s.
Oh, that's right. It's gone up because you're level 5.
Noise.
Oh.
Ooh.
5.
5, just 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So your flames shoot out of your hands.
Yeah.
And they hit the Yeti. And it yelps in fear as its flesh is seared. And it seems to like cover itself and cower for a moment before like standing up and yelling, growling at you.
Are there trees around us?
No, there are not. So
Light the whole mountain
Yeah.
on fire.
nice spot.
Yeah.
Okay, Draven.
Okay, I'm gonna use steady aim to give myself advantage, and I'm attacking that Yeti that's right in my face.
Okay.
Oh!
Critical hit.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
With sneak attack.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
First
I was
crit of
waiting
the
for
night.
that. Okay, let's start with the base damage of the scimitar. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage,
Okay.
and then
Oh my gosh.
okay, 10, 25
Plus 11.
plus 11.
So 36 damage. Let me do my man. That definitely bloodies it.
Nice.
Yeah.
8 and 6 is 14. Okay, alright, good.
And then bonus action, I'll do a nick.
Oh.
Now wait
Well,
a
Nick
second.
isn't a bonus action.
Oh,
part of your
oh yeah, you're right. It's just a
Yeah.
freebie. That's
She's
why
been
it's Nick.
She's been
Yeah.
studying the rules a bit.
Yeah. Come on, brain. What was I going to look at? Oh yeah. Okay, next attack roll. I just wanted to make sure that steady aim wasn't advantage for your whole turn, and it was just next attack roll, which it is. So
'Kay.
this is a normal attack. 16.
16 hits.
Okay. One damage.
One more damage.
Yeah.
Nick. It's aptly named.
And then.
And then I guess I can bonus
you
action
can
another
bonus
one.
action another one.
Yeah. So why not? Because I've got the
Bonus action. Oh, a light weapon?
Yeah. So I have 2 scimitars.
Oh, and scimitars are light.
Yeah, scimitars are light. So Nick I can do for free, and then I can use bonus action to do an offhand attack,
All right.
which is 24.
Okay, that hits.
3 damage.
3 more damage. Hey, every little bit adds up. This one's not
Yeah.
looking too hot. I must
Did
say.
you already say he's bloodied? Has he already passed
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
part?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. I missed that.
And oh, the other one is bloodied as well.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I missed that. Thank you. So as you are, attacking this Yeti, you notice as you cut away like a patch of its fur, on its skin is a tattoo of the Anvil clan of the dwarves.
Do people turn into Yetis?
I don't know. We'll have to have
Or
that
are
discussion
these
after
just
the battle.
branded?
It's the Yeti's turn.
Yeah.
The Yeti's going to strike at you, Draven. First thing it does is I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, as it looks at
Okay.
you with those blue eyes, and they seem to pierce into you.
Oh no. Oh,
Nice.
a natural 20. Yeah.
All right.
22. That's
You're
with a
fine.
different die.
You're fine. You resist it. And then it attacks you, getting a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
You take 6 slashing damage and another 5 reduced to 2 cold damage. So 8 total.
8.
And then it's going to attack again.
Okay, I'll take that 8, and then we'll see what happens next.
That is a 17.
That hits.
That hits. Okay. So it slashes at you again, only doing 5 slashing damage and 1 cold damage because it was 3 reduced to 1.
Okay, so 6.
Yep.
I guess I'll use my uncanny dodge on that one.
Okay, reduce it a bit.
Yeah.
The other one, Mara, could somebody say it comes up to you
Oh, yeah.
to attack, all the while staring at you with its eyes. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
That's the D20 still, right?
Yep. Hey, that's good.
And then +1.
Uh-huh.
17.
Okay, you pass. You
Good.
pass. Seems those boots are giving you some protection. Now, as it comes up to you, it goes to strike you, but it has this like it's being careful about striking you. It's almost as if it's developed a fear that it didn't have before. And it only gets a 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
It misses. Okay, so you're able to dodge out of the way because it's being too ginger with its attacks. It makes another swipe, getting a 17.
That hits.
That hits. You take 6 slashing damage and 6 reduced to 3 cold damage, so 9 damage total.
Yikes.
Okay, back to the top of the round.
Oops.
Mara.
If I tried to would it be an action if I tried to recall my memory and history of anything I've learned about them, or?
Nope.
Like,
No, you could do an animal handling check.
oh, I
Or
was
no,
hoping
that
it
would be nature, actually. No.
Would it be
animal
nature?
handling. It's a beast.
It's you could debate a few things.
You
for this
you
one,
can
I think,
use
but-
either
Nature.
nature or
nature.
history.
Oh well, either way, it's +8.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
You like your best one.
Oh, 10.
You rolled a
Okay.
2.
You recall no knowledge of Yetis being humans.
Yikes. Okay. I.
Or dwarves in this case.
Yeah. Yikes. I am going to use my. This would be an action, right? To light my lantern.
No, that would be your interaction
Oh.
to light
I
your
can
lantern.
interact, and then
And
I
then
can do an
take your
action.
action. Yeah.
Okay, I light my lantern,
Okay.
and then I do Dissonant Whispers, but just at a first level.
Okay. That's become your go-to spell. Wisdom save, DC 13.
13.
He gets a 12. He fails
Nice.
it. And so that means that he's got to run away from you.
Yes.
It means you get an opportunity attack. What's your strength score?
Is that this one?
The base score, so I think it's 8 up here.
8.
Yeah.
That's your
So
score.
the
What's your modifier?
Modifier's -1.
Negative one.
So it would be 1 plus your strength score. But it's always a minimum of 1 for an opportunity
Is
for
it?
us an attack, right?
Is it though? An unarmed strike?
An unarmed strike?
Oh, yeah, an unarmed strike, the damage that you do
Is a minimum
of 1.
Yeah. So you can do an unarmed strike against him, like kick him as he walks away.
Are we sure? Because mine
Yeah,
says
it does say 0, but well, maybe it's in the
Oh.
new rules.
Oh, okay.
In the old rules, I know it
Never
could never be
mind.
lower than 1. So
Uh-oh. Okay.
I don't think it does
And that's not
anything.
that's not your +0. Okay. So yeah, he's just gonna run from you and take the full damage of this.
8.
8 damage. Okay. So that puts him at. Okay. All right.
And then I shoot fire at him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, 23.
That hits.
Nice.
yeah, big roll.
16
Better than
right
last
here.
time. Yeah, double 8s.
10.
10.
1 8.
Still good, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Half.
So it is now
And that's fire
Draven's
damage.
turn. Yes. So what it does is you hit it, and again it yelps in fear.
It's
Right.
also-
And does he run away?
Yeah.
He runs away.
He does run away because of the
Yeah,
dissonant
get away
whispers.
from me, dude.
Yes, I think I'm just gonna carry on going at this Yeti. I'm a little concerned seeing the tattoo, but I don't really know what to do about it because it's up in my face and
It's up in your face.
a hairy,
It's-
scary beast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's out for blood.
I feel like I should describe a little bit what it looks like because Draven's fighting style is with the 2 scimitars, and he's just kind of like a blur of blades.
Yeah.
I like to picture it. If anyone's ever seen The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, there's like Captain Nemo.
Yes.
There's this scene where he goes against this like huge mutated guy,
Yep.
and he's just like. That's what I imagine Draven looks like.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually
Okay.
like that movie quite a bit.
It's not.
ridiculous.
It's you know.
It's not a good movie, but
it's not as bad as everyone
No.
makes it.
14 for the first attack.
14. That is a hit.
All right. And I didn't do anything
Maybe
to
it is
myself.
as bad as everyone makes it. But I enjoy it
It's
too.
not too bad. It's good fun. 9 damage.
9 damage. That slays it.
Ooh, all right.
Okay.
Nice.
So it drops to the ground with a thud. And it is now the other Yeti's turn.
No. Oh, it's so far away. Never mind.
Yep.
Okay. Never mind. I was gonna go after it.
It's
Do you
going
have
to.
like a hand crossbow?
I do, but that I only have a bonus action left.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that
gonna look at
not
you,
a light
Amara.
weapon?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
It is.
Oh wait, are you doing a bonus
No, is
still?
it? Yeah,
Do you
light.
have a? We might.
Okay, now this is getting complicated. Like, can I use a ranged weapon, 2-weapon fighting?
I don't think so.
It's a light weapon.
It is a light.
Oh,
I have
it
a
is a
hand
light weapon.
crossbow. It's just I think.
done it
No, but does it
before.
have the loading property?
Well, yes, but it hasn't been used. So the loading property means you can only use it once a turn.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
It wants to turn. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
So
think
you couldn't do an extra attack with it.
no, like
Yeah.
if I had 2 hand crossbows and I had happen to have 3 attacks available,
You could only.
I could
use-
only do 2 because
Yeah.
they only shoot once
Okay,
each. But
go ahead.
You think
Take a shot.
That sounds valid. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, 20
That
something.
hits. That hits.
and just 6.
Uh,
No bonus. there.
okay. So it looks at you, Mara.
Is my roll still valid?
It looks at you, and an
Mm.
arrow sinks right into its head, and it drops.
And it dies. Oh, good.
Or I should say, a crossbow bolt.
I think I have to get at least that far to actually be able to
I
shoot.
just need everyone to know I rolled a 19.
Oh, okay.
Plus 1, so
Okay.
it's 20.
you were ready.
That was a
Yeah.
good roll.
Apparently, Draven beat you to the punch, though. Okay. You two have
survived.
survived the attack.
Yeah.
How are
Okay.
you looking? What's your health at?
Not great.
Not bad. I'm over half.
I'm just less than half.
Okay.
Could be worse.
But my biggest priority is like checking these dudes out.
Agreed. I want to go back and check the one that I killed first because I saw the tattoo
Yup.
on him.
Yeah. It is a tattoo that is common amongst the Anvil clan of dwarves.
This doesn't make any sense. I've not heard of dwarves turning into yetis, have I?
No.
I wouldn't think so. yeah.
Never.
Are they turning into yetis or just keeping yetis as pets? Like, are these like branded like cattle?
Well, if they... I
Give
don't
me
know.
an investigation check on these guys.
Sure.
Can I? I'm also looking. So
Darn it.
24.
10.
Okay. Mara, on the other Yeti, you find what looks to be a dwarven bracelet, very tightly, like as if it's almost
Ooh.
cutting off circulation in the skin
Oh, gosh.
on its arm.
Can I take the bracelet off?
It's in there pretty good. You'd have to dig it out.
Like, cut it off?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. You could.
It's not like it doesn't just have like a.
It does, but it's like the skin has like it's like healed around it to a degree. Yeah.
Yipe.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yikes. Okay, so my first thought was this is like some sort of leash or like magical tracking device, but that just seems like a dwarf turned into a yeti.
Who can say?
Is
Other
there,
than me.
is there any, like, scraps of clothing on this yeti? Like,
Like
No.
any
Okay.
sign of like previous humanity other than the bracelet.
One has a gold tooth,
Hmm.
but it's not a yeti tooth. It's a human tooth.
Like in his
Or-
mouth?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're right about they are transformed. By
part of me-
human, do you mean dwarven?
Yeah.
Part of me wants to harvest that, but another part of me thinks that Draven probably wouldn't do that.
Mara would. Which one was it on?
It would be on Draven's.
Oh. Mara doesn't know about it then. So I come back to you.
And then she sees you.
And then I tell you, like, he's wearing a bracelet that he could not have gotten on.
Oh.
So that is weird. That's weird,
Yeah,
right?
the tattoo on this one.
This guy has a
it's-
tattoo?
Mm-hmm. The Anvil
That's
clan
weird.
there, see?
Okay.
It seems crazy, but I think maybe at one point these were dwarves.
Yeah.
Do you think this
Is that
was-
possible? Is that a thing?
Well, we've seen what Vortar can do. I don't know if his magic applies to the living as well? I don't know.
Well, something turned that guard at my dad's palace into a octopus creature.
That's true. We still don't know what did that.
Yeah, that eye.
Well,
That might be where this castle is. So is whatever's up there turning people into other things to do its bidding?
honestly, at this point, I think anything's possible.
Do you think dwarves were trying to get up to the top and got turned into creatures and we're next?
Give me a constitution. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You're starting to scare me, Mara. I sure hope not. Let's just get back to Penn
Let's go back.
before more Yetis show up.
Okay.
So after a while, these two walk in, looking slightly worse for wear.
You
He
guys
never
okay?
pointed out the tooth, so I never stole it. I didn't know about it. um. Well, we met some Yetis.
You met. There's Yetis out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that shouldn't surprise me.
I don't know that they were always Yetis.
What?
Yeah, that was the weird thing.
Yeah.
We found signs that maybe they were at one point dwarves. Perhaps mutated, I don't know.
Dwarves transformed into Yetis?
It's just a guess, but that's what it looked like.
And they attacked you guys.
Mm-hmm. Very directly, in fact.
Here,
you
take
can turn
this.
that off.
And I pass each of them a vitality serum.
Ooh.
Merci.
So,
How many hours has it
1d6
been?
Plus my level is 5.
Hours?
Yeah, since I
But
set
the
up
hut's
Layman's.
been up.
Oh,
Hut.
probably would have
I don't know
taken,
why I
because you guys were traversing the mountain. it's
9 for
probably
you,
been,
10 for Cameron.
You're lucky she
Right.
wasn't waiting in the cold when you
That's
got back.
okay.
Oh, okay. Good there.
They're just
How much
freely
do I get?
available. 10.
10.
Oh,
10
nice.
health back.
Thanks.
I would say it's probably been like 7.5 hours. Like, it's,
Oh, nice.
Okay.
We can have a half-hour respite in the hut before it disappears.
yeah.
So-
How long is a short rest? What does
1
a short
hour.
rest
1
get?
hour.
Oh.
Yeah, a short rest
Never
lets
mind.
you roll hit dice. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll use my battle medic on each of you since we've got the time.
Oh,
So
sure.
you get to roll one of your hit dice plus my proficiency bonus, which is 3.
And
Yeah.
hit
Awesome.
So wait,
dice.
but it doesn't count against their hit dice, does it?
They do spend one of their
They
hit
spend
dice.
one hit dice,
Oh,
but they get to
okay.
add their constitution plus your proficiency, right?
No. Just their hit die plus my proficiency.
I only got 6.
Hey, that's
I'm
6
back
health
to full.
That's true. Yeah.
That is 6 health back, and you didn't have to use an hour of your time
Oh,
to
yeah.
do it.
Yes.
It just took 2 actions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Battle medic.
Battle
Oh,
medic's
you're only 2
awesome.
off.
It is really
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
actually
that's
really
really
close back to. I'm really close
Okay.
to being back to full.
So you get a respite from the cold for about half an hour. And then
Not that
What,
it
what time of
bothered
day
us.
is it?
2.
2
Yeah.
o'clock.
By the time they get back, have I completed my little creation?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to request it. I'm going to direct it to fly over and around the ice,
Okay.
look around, and then come back.
Okay.
'Kay.
All right.
And we'll see if it comes back.
We will see if it comes back.
Her next ABC also gets stolen.
Yeah.
That would be unfortunate. But
It's gone for a long time,
okay.
like longer than it should be.
Would it
Okay.
have left while we were gone? Like, how long does it take to...
No, she
Complete.
sent it off at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you guys are just kind of sitting in the snow waiting at this point. And it comes back a little sluggish because of how cold it is, right? Mechanics don't work well in the cold.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's back.
Okay, I'm really excited to talk to it. Does it look like
Yes
a
and
normal
no,
mountain
so-
up there? It has red light and green light.
Red light.
Okay. Did you see anything alive up there?
Red light.
Okay.
Penn, this is so cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty amazing.
Why didn't Georgie do this?
What's this one
Georgie
supposed
did do.
Red light, green light?
He did yes or no by nodding.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's this one supposed to be, Penn? I don't understand it.
It's a blob of the scraps that I was able to gather from my boots.
Oh, all right.
That's why we don't recognize it. Is there a kingdom up there?
Is there a kingdom up there?
Red light.
Okay.
Do you know what a kingdom is?
Green light.
Okay.
But
Is
it's not
there
normal.
anything up there?
Green light.
He said it wasn't a normal mountain up there.
Yeah, not a normal mountain. Is it cold up there?
Green light.
Okay.
Green light.
Green
Was there anything green up there? Green and glowy.
Red light.
Okay.
Was there anything not the color of snow and ice up there?
Green light.
Okay. Was it a rock?
Green light. You gotta practice playing 20 questions a bit better.
Is there anything that looks like a portal or magical in nature up there?
Red light.
Is
Okay.
there any route that we could take to get up there?
Red light.
Okay.
Are there any structures up there?
Red light.
Okay.
Is there...
You have to realize it has not traversed the entire mountain. Like, you told it to
Yeah.
go up above the ice and go around.
Yeah.
Oh, so it didn't go to the top.
Yeah, it hasn't explored the entirety of the other half of the mountain,
Right,
no.
Yeah. So it doesn't look like a normal mountain up there. But I don't know how to ask what's different when it can only do yes or no.
Yeah.
Does the terrain up there appear to be of this world?
Green light.
Okay.
What is your favorite color?
Red light. No,
He only has two options.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to ask.
Is there clear visibility up there?
Red light.
Okay. Is the storm worse up there?
Green light.
Okay. Can you see through the air really at all?
Red light.
Okay. So it's just like white up there?
Red light.
But it's mostly white up there.
Green light.
Okay.
Is there something big to focus on up there?
Red light?
I'm, like,
Red light,
wondering
green
if
light?
Yes, the mountain is big.
I guess.
Ma, I hate this game.
Yeah.
And there's nothing living up there, is what it said, right?
That's what it said, but I mean, undead.
Is there anything
Could be up
moving up there?
Green light.
Anything. Is there
Snow.
anything moving other than the snow that's falling?
Red light.
So at least
Okay.
in
This is
this
great.
ring,
This is like Speak with Dead, where
Yeah.
you like get a corpse to talk to you, and it just gives you the most bogus answers.
so there's not much going on just above this ring of ice then.
Not
we're
just
getting.
with
Green
this
light.
ring of ice. Okay.
Thank you.
I would like to direct it to please fly to the summit and back.
Well, let him
Let's-
warm up
yeah,
a little
let's-
bit,
Okay. So you let it warm up then,
Yeah,
and then you send it away.
yeah.
Okay. You wait. And you wait. And you wait. And it does not return.
Pen. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
We
That's
lost the construct.
Yep.
That's
I need
2
to-
machines in 2 days.
I need to hit up some civilization and get supplies.
Yeah,
'cause I'm running out
I'm
of
not
things.
sure what more we can
Dang
do
it.
up here.
Okay.
It's probably getting towards evening now though, isn't it? With all the sitting we've been
Yes,
doing. Yeah.
and there is a crunch.
Oh,
Another
near,
friggin' Yeti?
near all of you.
quick!
Well, actually, should I?
I don't know, how long does it take?
It's
Should have a...
1 minute to do, and it lasts for 8 hours.
Okay.
What do? You gonna throw the hut up? Or?
Okay,
How late
how
in the evening?
nighttime is it? Is it dark?
It's getting dark. Yes.
Yeah, do set up the hut. I'd like
Yeah.
to wait overnight for my little Hank. I think I called him.
Yep, I do.
All right. You can benefit from a long rest.
We can see out of the hut, but people can't see in. So
Does it make you invisible? No. They can see the hut. They just can't look.
they just
into
can't
it.
see
Yeah, yeah.
into it.
It's like opaque. Yeah.
Creatures. Oh wait. Creatures and objects within the emanation, when you cast it, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells lower than level 3, level 3 and lower can't be cast through it. The atmosphere. Oh, and the effects of spells can't extend into it.
It essentially is a safe pocket.
Yeah.
So you enter into it.
The emanation is opaque from the outside, but it's transparent from the inside. So yeah, we can freely watch whatever's happening around us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens is you
Draven and I are
you
asleep,
begin to watch.
but you can watch.
And as you watch, passing through the ice barrier,
What?
Just walks through it.
just walking through it, comes what looks to you as a giant lumbering hulk of ice. Okay? And it lumbers about and it looks around the landscape and it sees the hut. And it comes over to the hut and it stands there and just stares at it for a bit. It reaches down and it digs its hands underneath and tries to lift. It can't budge the hut.
Oh, good.
But you see it strain for a bit and then stare at the hut. And then it turns around and begins to lumber back through the ice.
Oh my gosh.
What do you do?
It's a good
With-
thing I'm
so
a
they
student.
were-
Your compatriots are sleeping.
We're asleep.
You have benefited from a long rest. They have not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them keep sleeping.
Okay.
But that's freaky.
Give me a perception check.
What the heck in the world? 19.
19. You hear shrieks and cries of Yeti in the distance.
Okay, so the hut's been up for like
4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah, I'll say 6. It's very early in the morning.
I want them to benefit from the long rest. So,
The shrieks continue to get louder.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't
How many
fight,
shrieks?
so I'm okay.
There's a kind of cacophony of them that seem to be coming from different directions throughout the mountain.
Oh my gosh.
What are you gonna do?
Actually, your health is fine. Does your long rest recover anything else?
Mine?
Yeah.
Just his uncanny dodges.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, wait, no,
No,
you're not
those are
limited
just
in
a
your uses.
reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a reaction.
So I'm not wanting for anything. My health is full, so if you wake me up earlier, I'll be okay.
Does it impact you if I wake you up early?
My vitality serums won't recover,
Oh, no, I want
but I
you to
still
keep
have my
sleeping.
healer.
No, I want you to
That'll
keep
matter.
sleeping. I mean, running away now, they'll still find us and attack us, so
They've got a couple hours of safety in the hut still.
yeah. I think I let them just recover.
All right, then.
Or more. Well, okay. So this is 6 hours in.
Yes.
At 6.5 hours in, are there even more shrieking? Like, is it getting worse?
So it
getting
continues to get
closer,
louder,
getting louder?
and what you can see is standing at the edge of the area that you are. There's 2 or 3 Yetis standing now and staring at the hut.
Oh my gosh.
Are their eyes glowing blue?
Oh yes. Their beady eyes glowing in the dark morning as the sun begins to crack on the horizon.
That's terrifying.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But Mara's letting you sleep.
So I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
A fourth
I don't-
Yeti shows up.
they're just getting more and more.
10 minutes later, a fourth Yeti shows up.
Are they gonna give up and leave at any point? I wake up Draven.
Okay. Draven, you've been awoken. You can
Okay.
benefit from a
Draven.
short rest if you would like.
I don't need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Draven, what do we do? And I like point out all of these.
As you can see, there's a group of them kind of together, right?
Okay.
But then there's even one like the opposite direction.
They're
Skulking
gathering,
about.
and when this hut ends,
Oh my.
do we try to leave now before more come? Do we try to wait them out?
By the look of them, I don't think they're going anywhere.
How long can we
I-
wait them out? Can I just, as soon as this hut closes,
Well, we could try and just figure out a way we could get down the mountain very quickly. It's a shame we didn't steal those shields we used earlier.
Yeah. Those didn't really work out well for you.
No, they didn't. I'd probably just sit on it this time. Not try to stand on it.
yikes.
Well, unless you've got a really clever way to get down the mountain quickly, I think maybe we need to get moving.
Can I cast spells through the hut, or
I don't think so, no.
Didn't it say 3rd level or lower?
can't pass through it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. So you'd have to cast a higher spell.
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, can't be cast, like me casting. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you?
Okay.
Okay, I guess you
I
got
only
your spell
have-
slots back, but you only have
I
two of them
only
at
have.
fourth.
I don't have a 4th level.
Oh, you know, it's 3rd that you have two of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Ah.
that's not a thing.
Oh, I'm panicking.
Yeah, I think.
Pass without a trace.
Oh.
Yes.
Mm.
You're asleep. I would. We'll just say you've woken up.
Yeah.
You've woken
Just
up
talking-
to them talking.
Talking in her
I'm
sleep.
panicking. Well, no, okay, let me look through all of my spells by myself.
All right. All right.
Oh, wow, there's
Great thinking, Mara.
That's so good, and I thought of this idea all by myself. Okay.
All right.
So
All right. Here's
just prior to the hut dispersing,
That's a
we
great
try and
idea.
sneak out.
Here's the plan. Right before the hut's going to dissipate, when you can sense it's going to disappear, we lay on the ground and you cast Pass Without a Trace, and we start sneaking off till we can cut their line of sight, and then we move on.
Love it.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still
Okay.
nervous. We
Yes.
ready our weapons and like.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you cast Pass Without a Trace.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, give me a stealth check.
Yep. I didn't do my dice audition. Which one do I use?
Oh, okay.
28.
This one. You're giving me
28
good
as
vibes.
well?
No, you're not. This one.
And I rolled
Sorry.
an 8.
Okay. Plus the 10 is what you give
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
You have inspiration too.
I
you
do, and
need-
I'm gonna
What did you roll?
use, rolled a
5.
5. So it would have, but I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration.
Okay, the 5 it is.
So, what is my where stealth? So 18.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's so
Good for you. 15 is their passive perception. They would have seen you. So the hut goes, and they all kind of, they perk up when it goes, but they can't see you in the snow, right? They don't sense you. To which they start to, kind of hoot and make noises at each other, and you can see there is a visible confusion amongst them. What do you all do?
I should have examined them while we still had the hut.
Yeah.
Looked for
I don't know. Maybe
Torvin.
they're too far away.
Um,
Well, I think we just try to.
we have an hour with Pass Without Trace, so I think we just try to
Keep moving.
Yeah, like
safely
lay low, kind
until
of
we're
like
out.
crawl,
Okay.
or like stick close to the ground to try and cut line of sight. And then once
Yeah.
we can't see them, we move a little faster.
And
Okay.
did Hank show up at all through the night?
No.
Bye, Hank.
What happens is one of the Yetis. Actually, what's their intelligence? Yeah. Okay. One of the Yetis does come lumbering over towards where you are to investigate the area.
Are or were?
Where you are. Because you
Oh.
guys are laying in the snow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're crawling.
We're
But
moving.
Oh,
we've
you're
already-
crawling. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
we're
crawling.
moving.
We were
Yeah.
laying and then
Never
and then
mind.
So
so
it
we
goes
were
to-
down and we're like
Okay. So and
Yeah.
you leave no tracks.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
leave no
Okay.
tracks and we
So
sneak
then you're
away
fine. You're fine.
until we're out
made
of
it.
their sight.
Nice.
And we just continue to sneak away.
Congratulations, you escaped. You escaped one of my encounters. let me show you the beastie.
Oh no.
no.
That's what I saw. That's what I
That's
saw.
what you
Walk
saw.
through.
The guy that was trying to lift up our
Oh
hut.
my goodness. And when we're safe, I do share that experience with them. I'm like, yo, by the way, this ice dude walked through it. Just, he's scary. He looked like blah 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 blah. Blah. Explain him. Freaky.
I'm glad I was asleep.
Also, we never tried to just walk through it. So I don't know if it's
well,
just him
you,
that can,
you
or
stabbed
if it's
it with a dagger, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
If we could have just passed through it, I think we'd.
Unless there's a certain
No.
spot that you can pass through.
Oh my
I will say-
gosh, we didn't try that. We should have tried that.
Well, I don't
Should we
really
go
want
back
to.
and-
I don't really want to.
Well, there's 4 Yetis waiting for us if we go back.
If we go
I-
up to just like a different space and
Well, it's got to be that space if it's a particular space that we could just walk through. But I'm scared of whatever that thing was. So
Okay.
oh,
As we're talking about this, Draven's gonna pull out that ice dagger and think, I wonder if this would have done anything to that ice wall.
ooh,
I don't think.
can ice
so.
pass through this ice?
Ice passed through ice, so that's what you saw with the creature. I don't know.
Okay. So you make your way a good portion of the way down the mountain.
And then we
And-
contemplate going back.
Yes. Well, do you decide to go down or do you decide to go up? What I will say is, looking down, you can now see across the vastness of Krymm, right? And down at the base of the mountain, you can see the entrance to Vrackham, right? And it seems as if there is a legion of dwarves and icy bodies gathering, right? There is major preparations going on. And just
Avalanche!
off to the side, off to the side in kind of a little in an area near where everybody's gathering, all these battalions of warmongering individuals. You see what looks like a larger version of the airship you saw at Mechanical Magic.
Oh.
Okay, I legit like that avalanche idea. Can I?
If we have something to start it with.
I have canister bombs.
Below us, right? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, it wouldn't. Would it impact us? Will we die in this avalanche?
That's a good question. Is there enough snow to cause an avalanche? I mean,
Well,
it's
there's a lot of snow.
Yeah.
The problem with causing an avalanche, let me get a little scientific for all of you. How an avalanche works is snow is sharp, and snow sticks together with itself. Sunlight comes out, and it melts the snow so that it becomes less sticky, and then more snow will fall down on top and stuff. But then what happens is something disturbs that snow, and since it doesn't have enough hook, it slides.
So this
Krymm
is
has
too
not really
cold
melted
for-
at all.
So the snow wouldn't have any.
It wouldn't
Probably
have the
wouldn't.
give
It
required
wouldn't have the
to
ability
create
to
a
gain
natural
enough
avalanche,
momentum
yeah.
to. Yeah.
But if we start a snowball rolling down there,
Or just a rock. Is there a big old boulder?
A big old like one big enough to take out a legion of.
Well, at least
Well,
a
if
good
it
amount of
tumbles
them.
and it picks up snow and it gets
Yeah,
bigger
at least
and it
a
gets
good-
bigger.
At least a good amount of them.
What did
very-
Mulan
Heck, we
do when
could
she was fighting the
we could just
Huns?
start rolling and turn into the snowballs ourselves.
It's very powdery snow. So what do you guys do?
Dislodge a couple boulders.
I kind of would like to try and go back up.
I'm inclined to do the same. Sorry, I'm inclined to do the same. If there's a chance we could get through.
That dude was freaky. But we're here, so
Well, maybe we go around a bit so we're far enough away from where the Yetis were, and then we go back
Yeah.
and hope that they've dispersed. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
So
All
back
right.
up.
All right.
Before we get too far away from where we're
So you go back up. You get back to where you were. The Yetis are gone. Their tracks lead away in all sorts of different directions.
Okay. And I would like to attempt to just walk through it.
Okay, you walk face first into it. However, instead of 6, you only take 3 cold damage.
Okay, cool. Thank you for
I'm so
that.
I'm so proud of you that when we first came to this, you just didn't shove your hand in. You used a dagger instead.
And now that's
well, now I
called
just face
Yeah.
plant into it.
Now we get
so-
to know what happens.
it's called
so-
using your head.
Yeah. Okay, if I take out the ice dagger and try to like interact with the wall, does anything
Nothing.
happen?
Okay.
Nothing. Solid ice.
Penn steps back with her face just.
And
plastered
where
in
are we
snow.
at that exact
Doesn't
spot where I
work.
saw the?
Yeah.
Because I would try like
Yeah.
that spot.
Yep.
Well, dang.
All right, well,
It was worth a try.
it was worth a try if we could get through. Let's go back.
Back to civilization.
I feel like a video game where it's like you're not high enough level to enter this
Yeah.
area. this is the vibes it seems to be
You
giving.
just keep running, and you're just running into.
It's like a literal level wall.
Okay.
Fall out when I'm
One
trying
day
to
we'll
cross
come back
a
and
mountain.
it'll disappear.
I'm like, I can climb this. It's not that steep, and you just keep moving,
Yeah.
but not
going
moving.
anywhere. Okay, so what do you guys do now?
I
Head-
head out.
Head back down.
I
Okay.
want civilization because I want my toys back.
Yeah,
I no longer
think-
have my jump boots or my ABC.
Okay.
And okay, wait, sorry. Before we leave, I cast see invisibility, which
Oh,
not
yeah.
only shows me creatures, it also shows me invisible objects.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Unfortunately, there's nothing to see here.
What the heck?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, are there any ghosts around me, or are they all ice people now?
You don't see any ghosts around you either.
They've all been sucked under the mountain.
Yikes.
Okay, well,
Okay.
yeah, let's head down.
Back down
Okay.
and not, where
Yeah.
we're going to
Very
be spotted by the
sneakily
Legion.
Yeah, wherever we can get down safely out of the view of that.
I use my
region.
tracking skills that I've, used in Emeraldia to...
Give me a nature check.
Yeah!
20.
Okay. So you're
Right, that's a
able
12.
to determine a good way down the mountain, avoiding Yetis.
Good.
However, I need you to give me a survival check as well.
To see if we survive our way down the mountain.
That's not as good. That is 11.
Okay. All right. So with nature, you find yourself able to avoid any of the, I guess, fauna on the mountain, right? And there's a couple times where you have to steer people away from some crevasses, some cliffs, things that you almost don't see. You got
Yeah.
11, so you passed. But you make your way down the mountain
Oh,
slowly
good.
but surely.
Oh, good.
Probably off to a southeastern direction. Yeah, you are at the base of the mountain. In the distance, you can hear the chanting and shouting of those preparing for war. And what do you do from here?
The mine tunnel that we came out of when we left
Would be
Krymm,
very near here, yes.
very near here. How near to the whole Legion? Could we get back in
You could get back in, yes.
before we evacuate Krymm entirely, do we want to go check out, like, the caved-in mines where the undead came from?
I think we should just go to Stelanobis.
I still want to find this secret library that my dad was talking about, because it wasn't that one.
Yeah.
It wasn't the library we went to, but this secret library that still has books with information on it.
From the sounds of the story, it did not look like something regularly used.
Yes.
It looked hidden.
Yes. Through that creepy mine? Blocked off?
Sorry,
I
remind me of this story.
Looking at the DM's face.
Was this secret library
It is.
in Krymm?
It
Like,
was in-
do
it
we
was
know
in-
if it was
it was
under the mountain?
It was in
Krymm,
Krymm. We don't know
in
if
a
it was
tunnel.
in Vrackham.
Okay.
May or may not be.
Yeah,
But it was
the
in Krymm
Dwarf
somewhere.
was going through some tunnels and found a
Okay.
secret library. I rewatched that episode just to remember.
Okay.
Well, I rewatched the episode just because I do, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, that was the story."
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Mara just remembers this. She doesn't have to rewatch anything.
So you have some choices. You could go back into Vrackham through a mine shaft, essentially, or a mine tunnel, or you can try and cut your way through Krymm to Stelanobis, or you could go and spy on these legions, or yeah.
Draven's going to make his intentions very clear. I want to get back to Stelanobis. I want to regroup with the king and those that escaped, and I want to put a force together to come back to Vrackham and take down Vortar. Because that's what needs to happen.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, Penn. Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh yeah, because she's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
I forgot about that!
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
11.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was
You-
a 19.
Gain 1 level of exhaustion, and your cough becomes worse.
Oh no! Did I already try to heal it?
Are you alright,
I don't
Penn? You've
think
got
you
a bit of a
did.
cough.
No.
Would it
I'm
do
not
anything
feeling great,
if I tried
actually.
to heal it? Ah.
Exhaustion. My speed's reduced, and
Let's have a look, because
It's the new exhaustion.
changed
Yeah.
a wee bit.
no,
The
I like
new
the new
ones.
exhaustion.
Yeah, I
a
do like
lot.
the new exhaustion rules.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like being exhausted, but I think
Whoa,
the rules
whoa,
are nice.
not unconscious. Exhaustion.
They're not quite as intense in the new version.
Well, it gets pretty intense.
Well, yeah, it still kills you at 6. Like, and I'll let you know, Cameron. Like, kills you. If you hit
Okay,
6
5
levels
feet
of
times your
exhaustion, your
level.
character is just
So you're reduced
No
by
saving.
5
saving.
feet
you're dead.
2 times.
Yikes.
So your rolls are reduced by 2. Speed's reduced by 5. I think that's it.
Oh,
my
Penn
goodness.
becomes
taking a long
little
rest
more
removes an exhaustion.
lethargic.
Mhm.
Yeah, 1 level.
Yeah.
Not this.
Ugh.
What?
When
Not this.
When your exhaustion level reaches 0, the condition ends. So if we-
Correct. But
you
there are
can't-
certain types of
yeah.
exhaustion that cannot be dispelled by
By long
rest.
So a long rest won't help her.
Oh
here.
my gosh.
Mhm.
Oh, so I'm slow, guys.
A little slower.
Mm.
Only 5 feet.
So okay. Remind me about the
So-
sickness. Was it?
She
What did it
developed it,
look
after
like?
after you left the mine.
Yeah.
She just developed a cough. is
Just
all.
a cough.
Yep. Hmm.
I think that's more reason to get back to Stelanobis if you're not feeling well. They've
Probably
got
for the best.
all manner of clerics and
And how quickly are you going to get there? What's your method?
walking is all
Is
we
the
have.
amount that
Is
we would
it?
be slowed down by?
We're not hijacking an airship with an army right beside it.
Pass without trace.
Done as well so far.
It's true. It's true.
Can we just? I'll go because you seem very firm in this, Draven. But before we go, can we just listen for a second and see what their plan is and take that back to Stelanobis too?
If we're here, I suppose.
So you're going up to the
We're
like where the
sneak
armies
close
are. And
and-
everything?
Yeah, I cast Pass Without Trace to
'Kay.
do that.
Right. Give me a
to get
stealth
close
check.
enough to. We leave Penn.
I think we should stick together. Leave the sick person behind.
To not cough.
Yeah. Well, but she does.
To not cough and to not. She doesn't have a.
Your stealth rolls always are the worst.
And now they're -2.
Oh
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
yeah. How close are we currently? Like if we leave Penn, like
you
she's
said we
not
could
like.
hear them, right? The
You
army?
can you can hear like the
Yeah,
distant.
yeah, not like them talking.
Yeah.
but-
Oh, distant.
Yeah.
So how long would it take us to get over there?
Not super long. Like you just got to go around the mountain a bit. That's it.
I don't want to be more than. Like I don't want Penn to be out of sight though.
I see. Well, I mean, you could bring her most of the way.
Yeah, and then when we just have to get-
sequester her and
And then you
go.
could wait to cast Pass Without a Trace. till
Yeah,
we're
until
close
we get
enough.
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. All right.
If you're okay staying behind.
Yeah,
You don't look like you're feeling well.
I don't
like
want to
to-
slow you down too much.
Oh my. You're acting like it's the end, Penn. We'll be back. We'll get you to Stelanobis. We'll get you right again.
Okay.
Okay. So, going around, you see these legions of the undead, as well as dwarves, and they're all led by what looks like a general of some, or not, but a leader of some sort with a ice weapon, right? And
Do they
The-
all have ice weapons? Or
just the leaders,
Okay.
just the leaders.
okay.
But and perhaps some of the more elite of the fighters, and they've been broken up into 3 major forces, and you can see some of them are preparing to go off. It almost looks like some of them are preparing to go off towards Stelanobis. You gather there are others that are they're building these carts and these war wagons and things, and essentially you see 3 different attack groups, and you can make a guess that they're all headed to a different location.
They have horses? Did you say that?
Some do, yes.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Pass without trace. You radiate a concealing aura in a 30-foot emanation. While in the aura, you and each creature you choose have a +10 bonus to dexterity.
Yeah.
Is that I choose anytime they're within the aura, or that I choose...
I think it's at the well,
It is not clear on
it
that.
is not clear.
I just have an aura, so I
Yeah.
can just kind of be
Yeah.
like,
I
you're
think
part
you
of
could
this aura.
choose. Yeah, you could.
Can I want to just ask if this is a possibility first.
I think I know where you're headed here.
Somebody wants to speak with animals?
Yes.
Is that a concentration spell?
Oh, I don't know.
Because Pass Without Trace is, if I remember correctly.
It doesn't look like
Nope.
Oh,
It
it's
is not.
Okay, so it wouldn't matter. You could.
And then the horses could have stealth as they run away with us.
Yeah. Can I I want to find like a horse that does not have someone
Yeah,
on
like
it.
somebody in a stable. They're getting it ready. It's
Yeah.
not like ready to march off with somebody on its
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Yeah. And I cast Speak with Animals. And did I already hit cast? I don't think I did. Like, don't be startled. Like, do whatever I can to like kind of like ease
Yep.
into the conversation.
Yep.
And like, look, they are going to take you off to war where you might die. I want to save you. Come with us.
Okay. I must state that this is more of a pony, because they're horses for dwarves.
Oh shoot! Enough to carry.
Shoots me fine.
But is it big enough to carry Penn?
It would be big enough to carry, yes, but you wouldn't be able to go full fast, right? These are no war horses. Okay, excuse me.
It is a war horse.
Wait a
They're
second.
For a
being
dwarf.
meant for war, but they're not like, you know what I mean. They're not a full-fledged horse. They're stout, short and stout.
All that I care is that Penn doesn't slow us down as she's sick.
Yes.
Let her rest.
You're going to be a little awkward on it, is what I'm saying. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I convince it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The horse is.
Are there multiple horses?
Oh
Because
yeah,
I can
there-
speak
there's
with.
quite a few.
I can speak with any animals while it's
Yeah.
on. I try to.
Convince how many?
Oh.
How
And then tell them they have to stick within 30 feet of you. Sneak every horse.
how big is
away.
30 feet?
It's 30 feet. It's not that big.
Was it a radius or
A radius, yeah.
30 feet
So-
radius?
Yeah, so 60 feet.
60 foot diameter?
Okay, so 60-foot bubble.
So can I convince 3 horses? But do I want to get greedy here, Draven?
No, don't get
Do
greedy.
I?
Just
do
do
just
3.
one?
I think you can
Don't-
get 3 horses.
Just do
now.
3 horses.
Okay. Well, I meant that was getting
Oh,
greedy.
okay. No, that's normal. That's fine.
Okay, let's get 3 horses.
Sorry, I was thinking crazy
they,
ideas.
They readily
about-
follow you.
all 3 of them.
Okay, but you do need to make a stealth check
Okay.
for this.
Oh, me
Draven too?
I'm
Yep.
there. Yeah.
And so do the horses.
30.
22.
30?
Yes.
The worst part is you don't even see yourself. No, I'm just... all
You're
right,
so stealthy.
let me find a horse.
It feels so powerful that I can roll a 2 and get 22.
I can't believe you guys are going to stealth your way through this whole campaign.
Yeah, probably.
Pony.
Oh, there's a pony.
Okay, you found it.
All right, here we go. Stealth check.
Oh,
3 of them. DC 15.
I just want to say, if these ponies fail or get noticed, I'm just booking it.
But they get an
without
extra
them.
plus 10.
They do get an extra plus 10. So that'll be their dexterity.
What's their bonus to dex?
0.
Oh,
16.
frick.
20. 15. You made it.
Nice. I
Barely.
steal 3 ponies.
All right. You steal 3 ponies from this legion.
Brilliant.
And as you go back away around the mountain, you hear the horns of war blow and legions begin their march.
Sorry, how much time has it been while we've been here?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
The-
we released the king. I think they rushed.
Oh,
things.
that's fair. That's fair.
You may have upped the timeline.
Yeah. We
Okay.
may have forced their hand a little
We're
bit.
off.
Forced their iron hand.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, on the horses, let's get over to Stelanobis.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you begin to ride the horses through Krymm. And as you're riding, you can even see off in the distance the clouds of snow being billowed up by the marching of a large army, headed in a similar direction that you are.
You stay far enough away.
Oh yes, you can outpace them. They're on a war march. They're not
Yeah.
on like a full sprint, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you get to the borders of Krymm and exit. Where do you go from there?
Probably need to go to.
I would like to
Capital
go
City.
Where-
to Capital City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just straight there.
It-
like
well,
you're not
is
going to
there
stop at
a-
any checkpoints or anything. You're just
Well, we
Is
could
there a
stop at that
checkpoint where we
encampment
can
where we
give-
met that one guy. That
okay.
was,
So you
'Cause
stop.
like
stop at
getting
the
word
encampment.
out fast.
Yeah,
is
I want
good,
to
so-
use the message or whatever it's called, sending,
Yeah.
whatever it is. That
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's
if
what
we
they
pass,
used last
if we
time,
pass
wasn't
near one of those,
Yeah.
I'm stopping to get
So
that.
you meet
Yeah,
him.
let's go to our buddy.
What do you tell him?
They are coming now.
She's like,
the
now?
now.
Now.
Krymm is on the march.
There's 3 armies, and I'm assuming 3 different locations.
Looks like Stelanobis has been added to the list of targets.
To which he rocks back. He's like, Sadio! he like disregarding all of you. He runs out into the camp and he starts like getting people going, right?
Yeah.
And you're left just kind of alone in the tent.
I think we kind of continue on our way. He knows now.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
working on it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You continue on your way.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty-o. So you're on these ponies. You travel to Krymm. It takes some days to go. Or not Krymm, excuse me. Stelanobis. And you head there. And pretty soon you see the shining walls of Stelanobis.
Capital
And-
city.
Yes, capital city in Stelanobis, excuse me. You pass Lake Stellan. On the way, Penn,
No.
give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution is not good.
Don't kill Penn.
15.
Gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh no!
Ah! Hello, 911. My brother-in-law's trying to murder his wife.
It's okay. She'd have to forgive me. So
Ah!
Oh my
Do you
god.
think she's gonna turn into a yeti?
No!
what I will say is, Draven,
Oh frick!
Penn, you find it hard to eat soon
Okay.
as your inside of your mouth starts to develop sores.
Oh no. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I forget, did you tell us how your family died?
Yep.
Yeah, he
So I
did.
would recognize.
You would, because I told you it was the same sickness of that guy we saw in the cell across from us.
Yes.
The
Mhm.
sores in the mouth, and
Draven, is this caused by Vortar?
I wish I knew. All I know is that he was a nurse to my family when they were going through this. He's a common denominator, so I'd say there's a good chance he's involved with it somehow.
With his necromancy.
Perhaps.
Ah!
Okay. You arrive at Stelanobis. Where do you, Capital City. Where do you go in Capital City?
To the king!
To the king?
To my daddy.
Well, to father first, probably, and
Yeah.
then
Well, probably
that might
king
give
first.
an advantage to get in with the king. Although he does know who we are.
He knows
Yeah.
who we are, and he sent us on this mission. I think
To
king.
get information.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
the whole
king
reason we went
He'll
there.
first.
report.
Yeah, he
That's
gave us
kind
two
of
options.
the priority.
Okay, to the king.
So you go straight to the king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You enter into his hall, at which you could see this concerned look on his face as he's talking with what must be multiple counselors and different people. There, somebody who's dressed in full military regalia, right? And they're poring over a map and they're going through things. And you catch the voice, the words that they say, and there's that giant air thing that's constantly floating above and seems to give them an advantage. He sees all of you, and he's like, excuse me, and he walks away from the table that he was at, and he comes over to all of you, and he says,
Penn is gonna stand back a ways.
he's like, I received the news that we are getting attacked right away, though that's all they said. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Probably just tell him about what we saw, like outside of Vracum.
Has
The Legion splitting up the airship. We know that one Legion was coming to Stelanobis.
Yeah.
The other ones.
So just these legions of dwarves are coming for us, and
has your friend the Deep King made it here?
Tindar.
Tindar.
Yes, he has, although not many people know about that.
Okay.
You must be the ones that helped him. Good, thank you. His information has been invaluable.
Good.
But
What does he plan to do?
well, he seemed a little shaken. He said as he tried to escape the land, he was chased by what looked like skeletons and corpses, but they were made of ice.
Yes. So that is Vortar's newest creation.
Creation.
Well, I don't know the right word to use. He has
that
this
seems
gem
applicable.
that sucked spirits into it and turned them into ice warriors. So
Like ghosts?
yes, so
The undead.
every dead adds an undead warrior and a spirit warrior to their army.
Ghosts.
Yes.
So we're not talking,
No.
uninhabited bodies.
No, he has
We're
the
talking
power.
both.
He has the power to influence not only dead matter but spirits as well.
And so you're telling me that there are a lot out there who believe that ghosts are real, and a lot who don't, and you're telling me with the affirmative that
They
it's-
are, and they are now ice warriors.
Aye, they're real.
How are we supposed to fight that?
We take Vortar down.
And how do you suppose we do that? It sounds like he's a very powerful man.
He is. I wish I had the perfect strategy offhand, but I don't.
We were hoping you could help.
You don't sound very good.
That's another urgent matter, in fact. There's been an illness going around in Krymm. Something I've seen before long ago, and I fear it's spreading.
An illness.
A serious one.
That is troubling. Apparently Everclane is suffering from many illnesses as well. Though I've been in contact with King Melton there, and he has a new advisor who apparently is very good at curing illnesses.
What's his advisor's name?
He didn't share it with me, but he's apparently very good at curing illnesses.
Can you ask him?
Absolutely, yeah.
And a description, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Green skeletal. If only.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking, but
know,
that makes more sense.
What were you thinking?
I don't think.
I was thinking undercover Ander.
I get the sense that Ander is like, I smack things kind of a guy. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll see.
Anyway,
Pancake
either
won't
way.
cook right,
Yeah.
smack it.
Yeah. Is that your best lead for a skilled healer?
Well, I mean,
Is there anyone here that could
I
have
mean,
a look and start?
absolutely. You just made it sound like it was mysterious.
It is.
Okay.
We don't know where it comes from.
Well,
I suspect that Vortar knows and might be responsible for its creation.
I will. Do you know what? I will send for my personal doctor and have him take a look.
Thank you. That's
if you
very
don't mind
kind.
waiting.
Of course.
Okay. Now, with this idea of taking down Vortar, there's been this airship that's been spotted. It's like, it honestly, it looks like a ship, a boat, but with a balloon on top of it. And everywhere we go, it seems to be flying around. It sees our men before they show up. It's giving them great intel. I'm afraid that we are fighting somebody who has quite the advantage over us.
We need to take that down.
But
How high is it flying?
high enough. We can't reach it with our arrows.
No. How far does your canisters go, Penn?
30 feet.
Oh.
We need to find a way to fly.
Did you find anything else out? Any weaknesses? Did you find out where this power of his is coming from?
It seems to be a gemstone of some kind.
Yeah, I'll describe it to him.
Interesting. I've never seen one of those.
And maybe I'll tell him about, this, what Vortar said about Frogast and like gaining this power.
Should we also tell him that it came from mechanical magic?
Yeah. We can tell him that that gem, we know who gave it to Vortar. Yeah.
A mob boss in Metacloud.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's who is piloting that ship.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. We encountered him in Vrackham and
It was spotted passing over these lands towards Krymm some time ago. Well,
is there, we're willing to go up and disable that ship. Do you know of any one within your kingdom that might have access to magic that could grant one the ability of flight even for a temporary period?
it's a good question. I will look around. I will. I can't cast that kind of magic. I know a few spells. Nothing that powerful. It must refuel or something.
Does Cora know?
You can ask Cora.
Yeah, we could ask.
Cora. Oh, yes, your half sister. Possibly. She's quite adept at magic.
Yeah, that's what my dad said.
Well, if we can get onto that ship, I have no doubt that Penn here could figure out how it works.
I think it's... Never mind.
All right. He says, please take some time, rest. You're welcome to the castle, or obviously you may want to go spend time with your father. I will send the doctor to your father's place.
Thank you.
Okay?
And do let us know if you hear back from King Melton.
I will. I'll ask him right away. Okay. So you travel to your father's place.
Yeah,
Is this thing is contagious?
we can't tell.
I'm not sure. She
I'm
got
trying
she
to
caught
keep
it
my
somewhere.
distance. I'll maybe put a mask on.
I don't want to...
It sure seemed contagious when it swept
family.
through my family. So
Yeah.
So what do you tell Penn to do? Sleep outside? Go sleep in the garden. Amongst the crushed flowers from the
Quarantine.
weird...
Well,
I mean,
and
we've
is
already
there
been
like a-
contaminated
Is there?
for-
That's true.
Penn will find some kind of shop where she can get some supplies to rebuild her boots and Georgie
Okay.
2.0.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yes.
the same
You do that.
Georgie.
It'll cost you 10 gold for all the supplies.
Okay. You don't have a lot of money.
no, we don't. We haven't had paying work for quite some time.
I know.
No.
This is a very anti D&D campaign in that respect. Usually people are like, here, have gold. Here's
Yeah.
magic items, all that. And I've kept you very...
Oh wait,
Tight.
actually, we did get.
100
You
gold.
did get the 100 each.
Yeah.
Did you not write that down?
No, I did. I just didn't see my one.
Oh, just 2 zeros.
It was like a line
Oh.
that just looked, but it is.
I was
so
about to
it's
say,
not as
yeah,
bad
a
as I
1 is
thought
a
it was.
line, but okay.
Yeah. It didn't register said line as being a 1.
All right. So do you go to your families?
Well, we'll go do the supplies thing first.
Okay.
And I also want to buy better armor.
Better armor. What
Yeah.
kind of armor do you have?
Just leather.
Yeah.
So
So
being a
studded.
bard, you could probably get
And we're
studded
in
leather.
we're in Stelanobis, so I bet there's armor available.
Oh yeah, there would.
Yes. Okay. It costs 45 gold pieces
Oh,
for studded leather.
okay.
That'll give you 12 plus your dexterity modifier.
Oh, that only bumps this up. Wait.
It only bumps you up by 1.
For 45 gold?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not a big difference. I don't...
Oh, trust me, one
Yeah, it
level
can
of
be.
AC
So
can
wait,
make a world
it's
of
12. Yeah,
difference.
12 plus 2. So yeah, it would only be 1. That's right.
And there's nothing bigger I could...
Not for light armor, unfortunately.
There are
Magic.
spells you can learn,
Yeah.
like mage armor and stuff like that. But
Uh-huh.
but
Okay.
bards are not actually none of you are really big armor individuals.
No.
For that you need a fighter, a cleric.
Yeah, I
A
think my
paladin.
AC is the highest at 16.
Yeah,
and that's
which
because
is
of my
really high for a
dexterity
rogue.
score,
Yeah.
mostly.
I can do medium armor.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
right, you can.
Would the options of like resistance things be available to me in the shops?
It's like
Resistance.
magic stuff.
Yeah, like armor of necromancy resistance.
Yeah, that's a magic item. So
So
Nope.
probably not.
if there's,
But magic is totally abundant and still enough.
I
Okay, fine. I buy that.
I mean, if we have time, I could build you studded leather armor.
Do you have
On
time?
top of, I don't think we
Probably.
I
have
don't
time.
think we have time. You're
On
just
top
gonna
of your
get
jump boots and
sicker making
everything.
that.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I would like to take some time to look at this ornate mace that I found.
Oh yeah, right.
Mhm.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I
So-
also forgot about that
Yeah.
until I was looking at my inventory.
The mace is magical in nature,
Oh, okay.
and it is known as a mace of smiting.
Mace of smiting. Okay, what does that do?
Do you have
Look
to
it up.
tune-
I don't have any devices.
The mace of smiting is a rare magical item,
Okay.
And it is...
I got it.
Found it.
You gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. The bonus increases to +3 when you use the weapon to attack a construct.
Is that the legacy rules?
I don't think so.
No, D&D Free Rules 2024.
Okay.
When you roll a 20 on an
Yes.
attack roll made with this weapon, the target takes an extra 7 bludgeoning damage or 14 bludgeoning damage if it's a construct. If a construct has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it is destroyed.
Okay.
So it essentially executes low-level constructs.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna hold on to that. The
You could
two-
destroy Georgie real fast.
Well,
if you wanted.
here's a question.
Yep.
Is the Crooked Man a construct?
Not quite.
Ooh,
Oh.
darn.
Close.
The crooked man killing my mace.
Yeah.
Are any of you guys proficient with battle axes? Probably not.
No.
I would like to offer those to the king, the ice battle axes. I have
Okay.
two of them.
Which he as he grabs, he's like, oh, it's quite cold. But
Yes.
he says, I'm going to have my best men look at these, see what we can learn about them.
If you wear boots like the ones you lent to us, they don't hurt anymore.
It's good to know. Thank you.
Does armor, like...
Does he give me anything for that?
No.
You can pay me for this game.
Does armor wear out? No. So can I try to sell...
Unless it's metal and you meet a rust monster.
Can I try to sell my leather armor
Yes,
back?
you could.
Okay, how
Yep.
much can I
It
get
would
for
sell
that?
at half price.
Which is...
If you click on your leather, it should tell you what the worth of it is.
Okay.
Okay. So what happens is you go to Mara's family.
10.
Yeah,
So
sure.
five back, yeah.
Sure.
Well, hey, do you know what? It's 5 gold
that's
back.
5 gold. That reduced the cost of your
Yeah.
upgrade a little.
Penn is looking worse for wear.
She is looking worse.
Do
for
we
wear.
want to just find a inn and you can like visit your family?
Yeah,
Just to get rid of the
maybe.
complication of you feeling guilty for
Yeah.
infecting your whole family.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you arrive at your family's. You guys find an inn.
Yeah.
Okay. At your family's, there's an ancient man waiting there, and he's wearing these white robes, and he's like, "Are you the one who's sick?"
Oh, right. We forgot about that. Sorry, we wouldn't. Of course, we would take Penn to your parents' house because that's where the doctor was going.
We just keep Penn outside of their house.
Yeah.
Too late. You've gotten a place.
Oh, she's can you wait for a minute? I go catch up with them as they head towards the end.
I'm moving slow, so it won't
Yeah.
be hard.
Okay, you bring her back.
You're fine.
Okay. Jeez. So he takes some time to look over you, looking in your mouth, looking over, asking you questions, doing things. He even uses some magic to try various things. To which he then sits down and he pulls off his glasses and he's like, "I have never seen anything like this before in my life. It has me stumped. I have treated all manner of diseases, but this is strange to me. I've even tried to heal you with some. I used to be quite the paladin. Could tell you some stories, but I can't do it."
Thank you for trying.
What do you hear about this healer that King Melton in Andarsis has found?
Oh yeah, did the king ever tell us? Did he ever
not
send?
not
Not
yet.
yet.
no.
Oh, okay.
He's apparently some miracle worker. He's healed plenty of people. I don't know. I don't think any new person can beat my experience when it comes to that, but they like him up there.
A miracle might be what I need.
I go inside to find Cora. Hey
Mhm.
Cora, you're magic. Do you know any incredible healing spells?
Incredible healing spells?
Like something that a doctor can't fix. I explain Penn's illness and what the doctor just said. I'm like, Penn is really
Okay.
important to me. And also, do you know how to fly?
No, flying is far beyond me.
Oh, shoot.
I need to look up one more spell. So she can cast spells up to the 4th level. She knows lesser restoration, and she's willing to attempt it.
How close do you have to get to do that?
I'd have to touch her.
Sophie's choice right here.
I don't know what that means.
It just means that you have to make a really hard decision.
I leave the decision.
Either you heal your friend.
I leave the decision
And
up
sicken
to
your-
Cora.
She's like, I'm willing to give it a shot. The
I
doctor
don't-
looked her over.
I don't want you to get sick too.
Well, then, I'll wash my hands, she says.
Okay.
Okay, she's going to come over, and she is going to try to do lesser restoration on you.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it has no effect, Penn.
No.
Okay.
Do you think there is a spell out there that could
Oh,
help her?
Well, how is this?
I
Great.
should say that the doctor, the doctor, he comes back later with a cleric of the
Oh,
church,
Okay.
and he tries greater restoration on you. Okay,
Ah.
and what
I
it
didn't know that was
does-
an option.
Yes, it reduces your exhaustion level by 1.
That helps. That helps.
Mhm.
So now you're just back to 1 instead of 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Is there another cleric that can do it again?
No.
Can you just give us a ring of spell storing with that one?
Can you teach me how to do that?
It's like, are you able to cast a 5th level spell?
No.
Not only that, but let's see
Not
who's
yet.
able to cast that. Oh, bards can cast it,
Oh, can they?
at least in the legacy rules.
Hmm.
But we're supposed to be playing by the new rules. Oh, it's confusing. Okay, so it's a little while later, and there's a messenger who comes from the castle. Okay, and what happens is the messenger says, "I have a message from the king. He said you requested this information." He hands it to you. And all it says is individual, human, black hair, different colored eyes, name Velton Darkwood.
Velton Darkwood. Have we heard that name before? That sounds
You have, I
familiar.
used it for a video game once.
Oh.
That's where you'd recognize it.
I was gonna say I don't recognize it. I don't think we've heard that at all. So
Okay.
Different colored eyes.
Yes,
That's all that it says.
that's all it says. You have to realize they can only do a 25-word description. So, from what the king gathered from what was communicated, he just sent you this.
They couldn't just say glowing eyes or something.
No, different colored.
Different colored eyes.
and does the message say
And
that?
sorry, what was the
he's-
name again?
Velton Darkwood.
Okay.
Does the message say that he's like willing to see us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's something.
Ah. Do we have to go to him or is he coming to us?
I don't think he'd come to us. I don't
Can
think-
we request that he come to us?
You could request that.
I'm requesting that.
Okay. The messenger boy leaves again.
Okay.
Okay. A couple hours later, he comes back and saying he's interested.
Ooh, all right.
He wants to know.
Wonderful.
We
Okay.
just sit here getting you restoration spells once a day.
As
and-
needed, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you have to wait a few days for this man to show up, right?
Okay.
And at this point, the sickness starts to outpace the restoration spells. I need you to give me 3 Constitution saving throws.
8.
Fail.
13.
Fail.
And 5.
Fail. So, 4 days later.
I'm at 4 levels of exhaustion right now?
Yes.
Okay.
She is looking terrible. And Draven, you are seeing Penn through the eyes of the past. A lot of memories. A question. Does Draven spend a lot of time with Penn, seeing as he never received the sickness himself? Or does he avoid the room?
I think at first he'll avoid it a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but then choose to spend a lot of time with
Okay.
it. I think Draven is a little bit like frantic in his brain about what's been happening, and one thing that he'll really want to do is go seek an audience with King Tindar, Deep King Tindar Darkhammer,
Okay.
to talk about what plans could be put into place.
Okay.
So he'll do that a bit, but then eventually, the worse Penn gets, the more time he'll spend
With Penn.
with Penn.
'Kay.
Just-
What does Mara do during this?
Try to learn and prepare. Like, I'm like training for war because they're on their way.
Mm-hmm.
So I do try to avoid Penn as much as I can because I don't want to get my family sick, but I want to be with my family.
Yep.
So I'm with them, and I'm like, hey, teach
you probably
me,
spend a lot of time with the family.
August is in the Royal Guard, right?
Mhm,
So like, I'm learning fighting moves.
Mhm.
I'm learning spells from Cora, or like improving my magic
Yeah.
with the help of Cora, and like she's training me, just like that kind of thing, for a few days.
Okay.
Just
All right.
want to be prepared.
Train him with the fam.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. And does Penn do anything?
Yeah, she would, as much as she has the energy to be able to, keep herself busy tinkering with little objects. She'd rebuild the Georgie, and her boots, and theory craft about how this flying airship could work, and ways that we might be able to take it down.
Okay.
But I would assume most of the time
That
doesn't
aircraft
have much energy to do anything
Is-
other than
Probably.
rest.
it's based off of Georgie, isn't it? So you'd have.
Yeah, if the mechanical man made it, then I have some insight. Because
Well, he told you that.
He was
He
inspired.
told you that it was inspired by Georgie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that helps.
In my thinking on this topic, would there be anything that comes to mind that would be helpful?
To help you understand how to pilot it?
How
take
it
it down.
works and
Oh.
how we might take it down.
Okay. Well, you realize it's powered by Aquium,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
The Aquium is the key, but you know that it's using propellers for extra lift as well.
Mm-hmm.
So do
Yeah.
with that as you will.
Okay.
So you spend all this time doing your various things, and like I said, about 4 days go by, and it's at that point that there is a knock at the door, and one of the guards comes or is standing there when your dad answers it, and he's like, "We have somebody here from not Edenclave, excuse me,
And ours.
Andarsis, yes. Shoot, what's it called? Everclane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nelvalar was the city with the dwarf. Everclane. We have somebody from Everclane here to see you.
yes.
Yeah. All right. Your dad says, this must be the healer that you're expecting. Please let him in. Let him in." And in walks.
Can we check his description first
Yeah.
before we just let a random person in through the gate?
Do you tell that to your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. He's
Like,
like,
Dad, double check.
he's like,
Double
"All
check
right."
his identity.
Can't be too careful these days.
I mean, he matches what's on the paper. He shouts back.
Okay.
In walks this guy. He's very tall and slender, right? And he's got a large black, almost like a trench coat, like a long coat on, jet black hair, He's wearing a white shirt with some nice pants. Definitely looks the part for coming from Everclane. Very well dressed. Like a green vest, right, over the white shirt. And he comes walking up, and then he walks in. One of the big things you notice are his eyes, right? One is this really nice, vibrant green. It kind of matches his vest, right? And the other one, his left eye, is blue, red, and purple, kind of like swirling and mixed together.
His eye is the gem?
It's got those colors in it, yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
This guy feels like an anime character.
There's some of that flavor in there.
Have I read anything about like heterochromia?
Like what?
Heterochromia? Is that?
Oh, is that the eye thing?
Yeah.
I'm not that well versed in that.
Like, would Mara have be familiar with this?
Probably
Ever
not.
heard
No.
of it?
You may have met somebody once in your travels who had like different colored eyes, but
Okay.
yeah.
But their eye looks like a
It's
gem.
got those same colors in it. They're not like swirling, but the actual the iris is a blend of those colors.
That is so wild.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Teresa says, "So, where's the sick person?"
That's me.
She's right. She stood this way in this room.
To which he comes.
How do you look sick again?
You're not dead, for goodness sake.
Close to it.
He walks over and he stands over you for a moment, and he like lifts your chin and he looks at you and he opens your mouth and everything, right?
He goes,
He looks
"Ooh."
in and he looks very intrigued, very, very curious, and you hear him muttering to himself and or, oh, that's interesting, or like he seems very, very engaged in the illness and in fact really learning about it is what it looks like. And then he puts his hand kind of on the sides of your face and he closes his eyes and he seems to focus for a moment, and then he stops, he sits back and he goes, I know your problem. As he turns around to look at everyone in the room, he's like, this is no natural sickness. As in, it's not biological. This is magic.
It's a curse.
This is a curse.
Ooh.
Can you lift?
It's a simple curse, necromantic energy. But, I'm sure it could be solved. Do you have a cleric nearby?
Well, I'm sure we could get one.
Remove curse.
Everyone's been trying to heal you, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, all they need to do is remove your curse. It's very clever, though. I've never seen a curse, and he gets excited. He's like, I've never seen a curse mimic an illness so well. And trust me, I know my illnesses.
I just do a little mental check-in on Draven at this.
Draven is absolutely transfixed on this man.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying this was caused by one person wielding necromantic magic?
I would believe so, yes. They would have had to come in direct contact with the individual.
You smacked the Vortar. Did you touch Vortar?
No, did not.
Vortar touched her.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
When
Do
we
you
were locked
remember?
in the ice.
No.
I don't remember.
When he smooched you? Just kidding. I guess that didn't happen in real life.
Made out.
I must have just imagined that.
Draven's writing fan fiction. Do you remember what happened when you were reintroduced to the Crooked Man?
I don't.
What did Vortar do?
We should remember because it was last week.
Tell me.
But I don't.
He walks around the table, muttering to himself as he goes, places his hand on your shoulder,
Oh.
and says he has a friend he wants to reintroduce you to.
Oh my gosh.
And that friend
Oh.
was a curse. No, it was a
Okay. Wow. That happened.
So
And
when
opportunity lost. He
Vortar-
should have locked Idas with you when he said that, but that oh well. Thinking of that in hindsight.
Yeah, that's right.
So Vortar acting as a nurse.
He was no nurse. Clearly.
Vortar. Never heard this name before, says the Velton.
He's a dwarven necromancer, the one that's causing all the issues with the battles going on around
Interesting.
yeah, Evenclave.
Yes, the world's quite chaotic right now.
And I'm sorry, we didn't meet you when we met with King Melton not long ago. Are you new?
Yes, I'm quite new, actually. Very new.
Where do you hail from?
I hail from up north.
Emeralia?
Yeah, up there.
Further than Emeralia?
I don't think there's anything further than Emeralia.
Nice try.
Well, I'm Mara. Nice to
Shakes
meet
your
you.
hand.
I'll shake his
over.
hand and thank you for helping with this.
And you don't need to worry about catching whatever this one has.
Right.
But you're going to want to get it looked at quick.
There's not a lot of humans in Emeralia.
No. That's something I have noticed.
I beg your pardon if it's rude, but your eye, it's very unique.
Yeah.
How does that happen to one?
Well, I don't know. Had it my whole life.
Really, since birth?
Since any moment I can remember.
Were you born?
She's
What
not.
kind
She's
of a
not
question
feeling
is
very
that?
well.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
I have two questions actually. What's Wilson's last name? That's not the important one.
Darkwood.
Darkwood. Also, do I see any similarities between this man and the little Crystal girl? Crystal. Her name was Crystal.
Mm.
Give me a history check.
Oh.
Oh, good. +8. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right. History's a good one.
Oh, 27.
Okay. It's at this moment the
You
wires
know
in
when
your
he was
head kind of connect, and you remember seeing something in Crystal that at the time didn't seem out of place. You'd never experienced it before, but in your mental image and remembering her, have you ever done this? I
Yeah.
had this once. My parents had a banner of a movie when I was like 3 years old, and it wasn't until I was 14 and after I'd seen the movie older, I was like, that's what that banner was.
yeah,
when
you're
I was
like,
3.
Wait.
I
Like it
recognized
just
that.
like it digs something up in my memory.
Yeah, and you suddenly put the two together, and for years you never knew. Anyways, essentially that happens to you. And in Crystal, in her very center mass, was this scintillating little crystal that looks exactly like the one Vortar had in his hands. But it was only about this big. And it was in her very center. But amongst all the prismatic glass that she's made out of, it didn't really look out of place at that time. But its colors match that of Vortar's. And they definitely match the eye of this man.
Do you guys remember Crystal?
Hard
Yeah.
to forget.
This is kind of out of his earshot.
Okay.
Does he remind you of Crystal?
How
No,
so?
he's a guy.
Well,
And he's human-sized.
I know, but Crystal
I
had.
can't see through him.
I'm just remembering. Crystal had the gem that matches the gem that matches his eye, and I think they're all run by that same magic. That same. I don't remember how Crystal worked exactly.
An incarnate. she was
Yeah.
called.
Yeah. I don't remember how she worked well enough to know, but like, could he be like a half incarnate? Is that possible?
He never answered if he was born.
That's kind of a rude question, Ben.
We need to find a cleric.
um,
Can you ask your dad to send for one?
yeah, done.
Which he'll do
Okay.
so. Yeah.
Okay. This dude's quite familiar with magic, but I kind of want to know what he is thinking.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try it anyway.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Oh,
he
you're
doesn't
doing
know
detect
until I
roll.
dig deeper, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
You
Yeah.
can determine surface
Yeah.
stuff. He has no thoughts at all.
Yeah, I do read thoughts.
Empty.
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
So black. You see an eye that gives you psychic. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, have we had a long rest or not yet?
You have.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've
'Cause
been
it's
waiting
been
for
4 days.
days. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Let me do that first.
I should do that just in case I've kicked anything off.
Yeah, so I cast that on him.
Okay. Detect thoughts.
Yes.
So, there's a few thoughts swimming around the surface level of his head, right? The first thing is that he's fascinated by how well this necromantic energy imitated a real disease, right? He even wonders if a disease like that could be biologically created just because of how it functioned. And he then also, you can tell just kind of at the back, it's at the forefront because that's how the spell works, but just like on the offhand of this, he has this desire to get back to something that he's been working on, like desperately wants to get back to it.
So I strike up conversation
Okay.
then with him.
What do you want to get back to?
No. We are so grateful that you've made this trip all the way out here just for this. We thank you
Pleasure's all mine.
so much. You must have a lot to do if you've just started with the king.
Yes, I've been very busy in Everclane.
Busy healing?
Yeah.
Are there more sick like this?
Not like this, but there have been some sicknesses, diseases, things with lesions, nasty stuff. You wouldn't want to know all the details.
So,
We may have seen it already.
yeah, actually.
Oh, really?
It's been spreading in Everclane.
Some of it escaped the city. Must not have gotten to it fast enough.
Yeah, someone came from Everclane to a little village and we cleared it there.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Very good. You managed to heal it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? It was
We
just
eradicated
magical
it.
healing that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
You have magic.
Yes.
Where did you learn?
Self-taught.
Where did you get it from?
Honestly, I don't remember. I've always had it.
How far back do you remember?
It's been a long time.
Were you born?
Don't ask the question.
I'm just kidding.
He's like, well,
People aren't born with magic around here.
that is true. And
I apologize for our abruptness. It's just interesting to me. I grew up having received magic that I didn't remember the source from, and
oh, interesting.
is from him. But that's a long story.
He kind of looks at your dad like, what?
So that's fascinating to me that you've self-taught to this level.
It's it's been a very unique experience, he says.
Unique.
Oh, absolutely. But you always discover your purposes as you go.
And what's yours?
Mine? Well,
Healing, clearly.
yes. I would say mine is to make my mark wherever I go. No place ever has me pass through without really experiencing a change.
I
How
want
old
to do
are
an.
you?
I want to like insight check this.
Okay. Give me an insight.
Because what is he actually saying here? 7.
Okay. You take him at face value.
I want to do an insight check as well with my -8.
Oh my gosh.
-8?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
'cause
I have
she's got
4
4
levels
levels of
of
exhaustion.
exhaustion.
Oh yeah.
7.
7. You take him at face value.
All right.
What were you saying before?
I asked him how old he was.
Uh-huh.
How old are you?
Who, me?
Yeah, I can't tell how old you look.
Well, I'm about 30.
How long have you been 30?
I have to stop making so many references, but I love it.
So- he's like, well, how long have you been 30?
I'm not 30
I'm
yet.
clearly not saying that. I'm clearly not saying that. I'm being stupid.
He says, well, this has been excellent. I've learned a lot. If you ever need to look me up, I will be in Everclane for the next little while.
I'd love to shadow you one day.
Well, maybe that could be arranged. But I have lots of work to do up there with the king. He's been helping me out. You know, kind of I helped him, he's helping me. So,
What's he helping you with?
just I'm looking for things. I'm a connoisseur of lost, you might say, relics.
Was the king born?
You might want to get that cleric here quickly.
The exhaustion's
We-
taking its toll.
Also love looking for things. I'd love to hear about your collection.
It's not with me, but perhaps you. King Melton did mention that you had helped him in the past. That you're quite adept. What are you, an investigation team?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Darkwood
Exactly.
detectives.
Have you ever heard of a lost civilization?
What?
We have. Recently.
Really?
Why is that a secret? People
I
clearly
don't-
know
I don't-
stories about it.
What? And what do you know about it? He says,
Oh.
very much intrigued.
Not much. We
Not a
just
lot.
recently learned about the stories or legends of it. Floating city, something like
Yes,
that.
a floating city. Okay. I had heard that too. Any ideas where it is? That's essentially what I'm looking for. Well,
Floating.
I don't see it. Do you?
It could be anywhere. but
What do you know about it? It's fascinating.
Yes, very much so. It's a floating city, lost civilization. Perhaps there's knowledge up there to be gained.
A good library.
Maybe, he says, kind of confused.
We've got a thing for the library. It's
All right. Never really been a book reader myself, but
Where did you learn your magic? Self-taught, but how did you...
trial and error.
I love you.
Your dad, no, whoa, I just got you.
Not a romantic love.
Mara would fall for this guy.
It's
Start
the
making
black
out.
hair, right? It's like
That's it.
half covering an eye, you know? But, what?
I said start making out.
Oh my gosh. Come on, get to it. Just from your sick bed.
Just kiss already.
No,
I
Penn,
should
that's
say
not
the
what
cleric
I meant.
arrives.
Oh, thank goodness.
Casts greater restoration, targeting a curse.
Yeah.
And eliminates your curse.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that still leaves you with the levels of exhaustion.
But they can now go away.
Now
with
I can
rest.
They
Now he
Right.
can do a
Away.
lesser restoration.
I don't think lesser restoration.
Oh, it is
gets-
only greater
I think
takes
it's
away.
only greater.
Use the rest of your spell slot. Dang it.
It's like, I only have one. I gotta go sleep for 8 hours.
I
But
could use a nap. I think at this point, actually, with like the curse having been lifted, I
You
just
will
imagine
sleep.
that Penn would just very quickly fall into the most peaceful rest she's had in a very long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
As the
So I'm out
lesions
cold now.
fade away. Yeah.
so you're looking for items from this lost city?
More the city itself.
Okay.
I say items is not the first thing I've looked for. But anyways, I was hoping that perhaps the king would be able to help me gain the resources to discover where it is. It's a legend, and well,
Well,
I kind of shoot a little like look at my dad,
mhm.
and I'll use the what is it message? I'll use message, just to like. Do you want to share what you know
Oh,
about the lost city with him? And I'll leave it up to him to decide.
to which he can he respond with
Yeah.
message? To which he
And
says,
I can only I can hear.
"Can we trust him?"
I just shrug, and so I'm like, okay, we'll just.
All right. How about this? He shares. He doesn't.
Okay.
oh, he
He
shares.
shares. So your dad steps forward, and he says, "Well, I've heard about this city. There was a dwarf who was telling me about it, and that he had found information about it in some great underground library, and that he said the secret to it lied in Amralia, though perhaps finding that library might help you find the secret." I already told you this a few sessions ago.
No, I know you did.
Yes. To which
Is he the secret?
to which your dad says, I actually had a coin from that library. Do you make that face at him? He's like, I don't have it anymore anyways. To which Velden's like, oh, shoot, maybe that could have helped. But, well, perhaps, aren't the dwarves at war?
I'm asleep. I can't say anything.
Well, you've tapped out a lot of this.
I was just nodding.
Uh-huh. Well, darn it. Well, I can be patient. We'll figure things out. Please excuse me. I must get back to King Melton. Sicknesses won't cure themselves, he says, as he goes to leave.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
I wish I knew you a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh.
He's like, well, perhaps now things can get better. But you guys ever want to go looking for a castle, you know where to find me.
Well, we've got a lead on a flying ship.
Do you now?
Maybe.
Do you know in all of your magic how to fly?
No. Oh man, wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh, we need to just figure out how to get up there.
I couldn't say. Well, toodaloo. He turns and he walks out the door and leaves.
I didn't want to give up that coin, Dad.
Sorry. You asked me if I wanted to share.
I know, we can tell him about it. I just want to keep it.
Oh, I wasn't meaning give it to him. You
Well,
could
he
just
would have
show it.
asked for it.
Possibly. It doesn't
And
mean you
you-
had to give it to
you
him.
couldn't
Although you
refuse.
confessed your love to him, so maybe.
Right, you did say that out loud. didn't you?
I just think that he's really cool. It was an admiration love, not a romantic love.
Interesting.
Anyway.
She loves him the way that Penn loves the crooked man.
Yeah.
Ew.
Really cool stuff you doing.
Though
I
perhaps
admire
with
that.
with less guilt in her.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Penn, it's a love-hate.
Yeah, Cam doesn't trust him, but I guess Mara does.
All right. And with that, he leaves. What do you guys do at this point?
Where are the armies? Are they?
Yeah.
So
Well-
in the 4 days that you've been waiting,
Yeah.
war breaks out
Yeah.
on all borders.
Every country?
So what you hear is Stelanobis is under attack, and Darcis itself is under attack, and Najkat. A full-scale invasion starts where multiple dwarven ships appear. Then they begin to attack various fronts of Najkat.
So is anyone watching? Is there anything left in Krymm?
Even Drung has a few key points that are being attacked.
Oh, wow.
Where-
The only one at this point that seems fairly safe is Emeralia. And that's probably only because the dwarves have either not reached it or they've decided it's not worth the trouble at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite the distance away.
I forgot Drung existed.
During our days of like waiting for this guy, I want to just be asking about if there's any sightings or word about where Vortar is, and then just talking with the king about like what are we gonna do. I want
Also-
to know what his plans are for retaking Vracum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, that flying thing's gotta land at some point.
At some point, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, the king of Stelanobis, right? He's coming up with plans and things, and he's working very closely with his men, just trying to keep the dwarves at the borders, not allowing them to advance into the land. The paladins seem to be doing quite well against the undead, but they are struggling against the dwarves and their magical weapons, right? The Andarsis is horrible. The farm towns on the border of Andarsis have been taken and fallen very quickly, as there is not enough military might to stop them, especially since King Melton had gathered much of his might towards his city weeks ago. Najkat
Typical.
is locked in a standstill where the warriors of Najkat, known for their great skill, are doing well against the dwarves. However, they are hindered by the sudden change of weather and terrain, as the dwarves seem to bring winter with them as they fight. Yes.
Once Penn is lucid enough.
There's no word on Drung other than it's been attacked. Sorry, what about Penn?
Once Penn is lucid enough to contribute, she would like to suggest that we gather and lead a strike team to take the ship.
Okay. And that's what I was going to say is Tindar says, that thing, as much as I hate anything that is in the air, we need it. We absolutely need it. And it's giving them an advantage. They could see us coming from miles. All we can do is respond to any of their attacks. But it stays along the borders of Krymm. Perhaps we could lead a team of loyal dwarfs that have escaped with me. Unfortunately, out of the hundreds that left, not many of us made it out. But
It wasn't easy.
no, absolutely not. But I owe all of you a big thank you. Perhaps we could lead a strike team. And when it lands, we could get it, but we need intel.
Agreed. We need to figure out a way to get on that ship.
Do you know of anyone who might have intel? Or anywhere?
On how it works?
Yeah,
or
well,
on when it
do you know
lands?
how it works? Is there anyone else who might know?
I know a little bit. It is powered by Aquium.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Like, where did it come from? I
I believe it is the crooked man who constructed it. And he got some inspiration from stealing one of these, and I pull out Georgie 2.0. And I demonstrate like how Georgie flies and how the Aquium works in that situation. On a larger scale, it would need a lot more than that. He said it's a balloon above it. I would assume, since Aquium has lighter than air properties, that is filled with Aquium. And then in combination with the propellers is able to give it the lift and movement that it needs.
All right.
Yeah.
We might be able to get more intel from Metaclod. You remember Carter?
Yeah.
He was the crooked man's right-hand man.
True.
I wonder if he knows anything about this.
And would he share it if he did?
We might be able to make him share it.
And how long would that take?
Probably
We'd
longer
have to
than
get
we
there.
have.
We'd have to get there.
To Metaclod then?
To Metaclod, or do we even have that time?
I don't think we have that time.
I think I have enough information to just take
we
down
need
the
to,
ship
yeah,
now.
we need to be prepared as soon as that thing lands.
But waiting on the borders of Krymm is not going to
Risky
be
business.
an easy task.
Is it landing there? Is it flying back there to land? Over the past 4 days, have we seen any?
So the intel says that the balloon flies out and scouts, and when it seems to need to refuel, it heads back into Krymm.
Oh, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Like behind their
Behind enemy lines, yes.
I
No,
mean,
it's
we-
not going to land in enemy lines.
We did see
Well,
it
obviously,
landed
but, like-
at one
like
point already.
does it land like with the military or like back?
back in Krymm.
Okay.
In Vracum?
Possibly.
I mean, we saw it landed outside of Rackham once. Maybe it lands there often.
Your refuel point.
Sneak back to Vracum?
I mean, wouldn't be the first time we've been there.
No. I'm just trying
Okay.
to think about other ways we could
Well, we
think
will
about this. Yeah,
we
might
will
do.
end there for
Yeah.
tonight.
Uh,
Okay,
We
everyone.
get too far in our heads.
Yes, thank you for watching The Parted Veil. As always, we really enjoy this, and if you do too, give us a like, a comment, a subscription, or all three.
Yeah.
and share it with your friends.
Comments would be great. We'd love to know what you guys think of what's going
yes,
on.
Yes, we have a very quiet watching group.
Yeah. I mean, we're
so-
not huge in numbers yet either, but
Yep.
hopefully
Still,
that
it's like
carries on.
60 people at least.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and as always, before we go,
Our character minis were made using Banana for Scale 3D printing services, and you can use our code MINDFLAY20 for 20% off your first order with them until the end of 2025.
Yeah, and if you guys do like what we're doing and want to drop us a little extra support, we do have a Patreon available. Link is in the description. If you jump on there, you can have the chance to join us on Discord, and one of these days we'll probably put some more fun stuff on there. But that's probably TBA, because we don't know yet.
yes,
But-
yes.
One day.
And if you like the music that you heard, it was created by Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. He puts his music on Bandcamp, which is for sale on Bandcamp.
Yeah, you can get
for
it
sale on Bandcamp, or you can listen to it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week in The
Thank
Parted
you.
Veil. Take a level up.
Yeah!